Ladies and gentlemen, dear experts, welcome to this COLEACP training course, Training of Trainers. The theme of this sequence is the COLEACP training system. This training is dedicated to the COLEACP training team. In this sequence, we are going to cover 5 points. The 4 pillars of the training system, goal and objectives of COLEACP training, COLEACP's training strategy, the implementation of training courses, and a strong team to support the training courses. The 4 pillars of the training system. For COLEACP, training allows us to respond to needs and also to communicate, share, create, and build together. Taking all points of view into consideration, we have arrived at a qualitative approach that has a long-term impact. Pillar 1. Responding to needs. In order to respond to relevant solutions, COLEACP responds to requests from the field. These requests are collected by our technical assistance project officers and are formalized in an action plan, formally called Memorandum of Understanding (MOU). This action plan includes training that meets the needs of our partners. That is why COLEACP's technical assistance and training services work hand in hand. COLEACP also has a monitoring system implemented by our Market Intelligence Department, which enables us to anticipate needs at the level of a country or a sector. By combining the global information from the monitoring system with the individual information collected from our members and partners, we can adjust our training offer on a daily basis and anticipate changes that impact the horticultural sector. We also use feedback from the training to adjust our courses. This is why it is essential to collect feedback correctly at the end of a training course. Pillar 2. Communicating. COLEACP enhances the skills by strengthening the capacities of its various collaborators and partners in both the public and private sectors and in professional organizations. This is essential to enable the integration of the required skills. This is called capacity building. This is only possible thanks to our community of expert trainers who are responsible for transferring this knowledge, know-how, and people skills. This is what we call strengthening local expertise. Pillar 3. COLEACP's vocation is to disseminate know-how on a large scale to all the actors in the value chain. For this purpose, COLEACP has created a structured community in which the different relays, smallholder support structures, are responsible for sharing knowledge by adapting to their target audience. We work directly with development aid agencies, universities, and professional organizations, as well as regional and national organizations. Pillar 4. Creating and building together. For COLEACP, this creative part is very important because we develop our own content, whether for methodologies or training tools. We will come back to this later. Our content is created by the various experts in our network. Goal and objectives of COLEACP training. Our aim is to support the programs and projects of the organizations that we work with and the relays operating in the countries with which we collaborate. How? By acting on practices to improve processes and profoundly change behaviors. By sustainably strengthening the capacity of local operators and experts. More specifically, our objectives are that each of our members and partners can develop in-house expertise, an evolving and adapted training offer to be able to respond to present and future needs. The COVID-19 crisis is a good example of COLEACP's agility, as we have accelerated the digitization of our training courses quickly and offer content that supports our partners to face the crisis. If pest interceptions occur rapidly in certain areas, we can act quickly to understand the causes and offer training to our partners to apply solutions. At the same time, we aim for consistency among our different training activities and between training and other program activities. This ensures that all the training implemented is part of a coherent whole and makes sense in the long term. COLEACP's training strategy. What is COLEACP training? It is an inclusive process, interactive as it is constantly adapting and evolving, and based on the mobilization of local resources. It is also a cascading training system with varied learning methods, supports and tools, adapted to each use and context based on 20 years experience. To begin, I will introduce you to COLEACP's cascading training system, a key element in ensuring that the quality of our training courses is maintained during large-scale distribution. This system is a cycle that allows feedback from the field to be fed back to the source in order to adapt the training content according to real needs. The content of each training course is adapted to the target audience. The training of trainers is intended for lead trainers. These lead trainers in turn conduct training of trainers sessions. The training is on teaching methods, but is also technical, as it focuses on one or more themes to strengthen the technical capacity of experts. The training of trainers is intended for experts or middle managers who are extension workers with a training role, who share common expertise. This is the case, for example, for this training of trainers on environmental management. These trainers in turn carry out group or customized training courses on a specific theme. The people trained during the group or customized training courses then train the members of their own organization or structure, such as workers, small-scale producers, inspectors, etc. As you will have understood, COLEACP's training courses place particular emphasis on teaching methods. Giving trainers an understanding of teaching methods is essential if the knowledge taught is to be truly assimilated and used by the learners. Over time, we have created training courses that focus exclusively on teaching methods, and we are placing more emphasis on this in our thematic training courses. This goes hand in hand with the capacity building and the creation of our relay system. On the right-hand side, the circles show 4 types of learning. These are the steps in the training process. This system is the accumulation of 20 years experience which has allowed us to refine our teaching methods over the years. E-learning, group training, customized training, and coaching. The process has been designed to facilitate learning. We will come back to this later. In parallel with the focus on teaching methods, COLEACP has expanded its field of expertise to include new topics related to the needs of our members and partners. Although we began our activities in the field of health and safety, we have been opening up new horizons. Today, the scope of COLEACP's activities is much broader and revolves around the sustainability and competitiveness of agriculture in general. Social, ethical, environmental, and business-related topics are now an integral part of our training offer. In order to cover these new themes, we now have 800 experts who are part of our community. As well as developing our cascading training system and network of experts, COLEACP designs its own teaching methodologies, training programs, and training tools. These tools and programs are related to our main training themes, as shown here. We have a wide range of tools available on our platform. Some resources such as manuals and brochures are technical in nature, while others covering training methods are intended for trainers only. We have also developed interactive training tools. These are communication tools especially designed by COLEACP to communicate good practices in a simple and imaginative way, through working by analogy or by discovering from experience. The participants are put at the heart of the interactive activity. They discover, experiment, and debate. Through the discussions and demonstrations throughout the activity, they understand by themselves why it is preferable to adopt the good practices. This teaching method can lead to lasting changes in behavior. We also have picture boxes that make it possible to reach rural areas and small-scale producers through very accessible content. As you can see in the picture, these are tools that can easily be used in the field. Now we will look at COLEACP's e-learning platform, which allows you to develop skills and expertise within your company. The e-learning platform includes the e-learning courses to take individually at your own pace, digital training to follow in a group. This includes interactive training combining live sessions, exercises to do at a distance, and different content to view. The e-learning platform also contains a resources tab to centralize tutorials and links to useful content. All the courses and training offered on the platform are related to our 8 main themes. Our e-learning courses can be taken offline and are open to all our members and partners. There are 3 levels of difficulty: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Learners can gain and print out a certificate once they have successfully completed the final quiz. Implementing training courses. How do we develop a new training course at COLEACP? We start by developing training tools. To do this, we mobilize the best experts in the field from our community at the regional level. Then we organize training of trainers to strengthen the capacity of our local experts and enable them in turn to train our members and partners, companies as well as public services and professional organizations. Our trained experts then give group or customized training according to the needs of our partners and the requirements of the specific theme. As well as our group and customized training courses, we offer e-learning as a way of acquiring basic knowledge and coming to the training courses well prepared. As the slide shows, e-learning is the first step, followed by group training and customized training. Coaching involves the specific support for an identified subject. For example, training for internal inspections. A coach may visit and observe a learner reproducing a fictitious internal inspection and offer them advice on the next steps. Coaching may be offered, often following more generic group training in order to target a specific need. If group training is digital, the coaching stage is all the more important because it allows the different skills learned upstream to be developed in the field. Coming back to our group training, there are different types of group training. Training of trainers, thematic training, training in interactive training tools, and they can be digital or face-to-face. If different COLEACP members and partners need the same training and the theme leads itself well to it, the solution of group training is proposed. The program is predefined but always adapted to the realities and context of the participants. The advantage of group training is that it allows exchanges between different members and partners. With regard to customized training courses, these are courses organized as part of a specific partner's action plan in response to an identified need. The advantage of customized training is that the training is targeted to the needs of a single organization or company and therefore takes into account the partner's management systems and processes. It can be used to go more deeply into selected subjects covered in the group training. To ensure that our training has an impact, we carry out surveys before the course and follow up afterwards. Importantly, training is a process. A training course therefore takes several months from e-learning sessions to coaching, and it doesn't end with coaching. There will still be individual practice for each person to finalize the learning. As well as carrying out training, we also work with companies and organizations on their internal training plans. That's all for now. There is a sequence on implementation later in this course. A strong team to support the implementation of training courses. It is important to know that there are 40 people working in the Brussels office with a team specially dedicated to training. As you can see, we are active in 48 countries, offering 8 training themes. We are constantly looking for collaborations to combine our efforts with those of other organizations to create synergies. And so, in practice, COLEACP's training team is here to support you. Let's go for it.